Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests and judges. I'm just glad to hear you say that. That was far too much fun. Dating is serious business, and with eHarmony, Match.com, OkCupid, singles bars, date movies, love songs, hate songs, and of course, divorce attorneys. It can be quite expensive. I shall inform you today of my top 2 dating rules and persuade you that there is literally nothing funny about being single and dating unless, of course, it's happening to somebody else. For example, I still chuckle at this really tall guy who was actually licking the top of my friend's head while we were dancing with other men. Speaking of dancing, the most popular song on the singles scene right now is Get Lucky by Daft Punk. At first I thought Get Lucky was an advertisement for Lotto. The chorus goes like this, in case you don't know. She's up all night to have fun. He's up all night to get some. She's up all night to have fun. He's up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky. Yeah. That is a far cry from Beyonce and the Chipmunks belting out, if you liked it, you should have put a ring on it, which I objected to at the time. It's hard to believe that Beyonce now falls into my, gee, I wish I had gone back to the good old days. There you are. With Get Lucky as the 2013 theme song of the dating scene, it's getting uglier out there. And there ought to be rules for both cyber and real-world encounters. With online dating, men tend to fib about height, their financial status, age, and weight, while women fudge about age and weight. To help combat this internet dating site, the sites trim the herd of potential mates by tightening up the parameters. My personal parameters demanded 6'2" or better, educated, attractive, slender to athletic build, adventurous, and current photographs. Yes, I wanted a tall, attractive, smart guy. These qualifiers must be met before phone numbers are exchanged. Then we'd verify, we'd chat, and meet for a drink. I'd show up looking just like me. More often than not, a fellow who looked much more like my grandfather, if my grandfather was in fact an elf, would appear, and he'd be happy as heck at his good fortune. I must say that the whole height thing has left me wondering, do men actually think that women believe that this is 6'2"? Those 20-minute datelets seem to last for days. And the savvier dates, they would order food to force lingering into the evening. Perhaps thinking that they could charm me into seeing them as a cross between Daniel Craig and Bill Gates. But I found the ones that berated me that I had my nerve for wanting some tall, attractive, smart guy. They were the most surprising. Yes, sir, that is what I asked Santa for. Check, please. This guy's not getting lucky. Bring in dating rule number 1. Ladies, if they oversold themselves and ordered food, then you may in fact order food as well to go. Gentlemen, it is acceptable to make all first cyber dates coffee dates with an easy escape route. Just saying. Real world isn't much different than the cyber world, except for you've already seen the goods. That said, if the seemingly acceptable first date begins asking if portions of your anatomy are real or not, explain to him dating rule number 2. Sir, assume all attachments to my person are mine. From hair teeth, bosom, and even eye color. If I was born with it, or I have a receipt or a bill of lading, they're mine. If the nonsense continues, order the lobster and refer to rule number 1. I'll have the lobster to go and in a container. Thank you. This guy's not getting married. Finally, the goal of dating is to meet someone terrific and stop dating. Like the Get Lucky song, I do love to stay up all night until the sun, and all night to have fun. And I want and I believe that I finally found the right man. And guess what? He's tall, attractive, and smart. And if he's hanging around with me, guess what? He's also adventurous. With respect, faithfulness, honesty, and kindness, we both follow the rules. In conclusion, rules, schmools. If both people begin a relationship as honestly as possible and enjoy one another, there is a possibility that they will find an enduring relationship, and then all day and all night they're having a ball, and isn't that the luckiest thing?